What's up, Freebirds? This is Jason. This is the Freebird Garage, and we are out warming up the bike for an oil change. Welcome back to the channel, guys. As you saw from the intro, doing a 2-for-1, a little moto vlog and garage work maintenance to do a proper oil change to make sure your bike is thoroughly warmed up before draining the fluids. Helps out get everything pretty much worked out, lubed up, and drain properly a lot easier. By the time you guys see this, it'll be Sunday, but today's Monday for me right now, and we got a pretty much a 70-degree weather, perfectly sunny day. I don't know about you guys, during the summertime, you get to have here in Michigan daylight savings time, and the days are finally a lot longer, sunnier. When that happens, you gotta snap up the chance to get a ride in. Helps out the week, gives me a great mood boost. It's getting dark out. I don't know, how many of you guys actually ride in the dark? I do it when I have to. You know, it's not bad once you get into it. If you guys ride a lot at night, comment below. Is there anything you do differently that you do at night? I mean, obviously than turning your headlights on. You put on a high-vis jacket. I essentially wear a jacket or a vest, not high-vis. Those that don't know, we do a lot of craft beer here in Michigan. Maybe doing some runs, showing you guys some craft beer. That's also pretty good. Every city just about has a brewery in it, so you can hop around. Let's get it. Woo! Oh yeah! If you're just tuning in as well, why don't you go ahead and hit that subscribe button, please, if you could. Back to the garage. I'll catch you guys back on that side. Back in the garage after our ride to warm up the bike for the oil change. By the manual, which we're going by, you want to make sure that your bike has been warmed up to the running conditions. Ideally, you want to go for a cruise for at least 15 minutes or so. Bring it back in and then drain the oil. If you can't, try to at least warm up the bike inside or wherever you are and get it to warm up. It just allows everything to drain a lot easier. Now, we're going to be doing this. Harley has a unique way of making everything very different from everything else. They don't just have a drain plug on this one. They have it on a hose slash plug under here. We're going to pull that off. We're going to drain that. By the manual, if you were wondering when you should be changing your oil properly, by the book of mine at least says 5,000 to every seasonal, or if you do hard riding, whether it be in dirty conditions or winter, you should be doing it incrementally sooner than the 5,000. That's also based on conventional. I'm putting it back in is actually conventional. We'll get to that next, but first, let's get this side cover off. Let's get her drained, and then we'll go from there. That's tube I'm talking about. It's looped up here, pull that down, let it drain, and that is the FXR's drain plug essentially. So we pull that, let it rip. Goal is not to get the oil everywhere. But a good shot, I'm gonna do that. Try to get this behind there, otherwise you're not gonna go. Woo. She was ready for an oil change. As you can see, after you warm up the bike, how much smoother it is to get these oil or lubricants come out. There's Harley's design for you. There ain't no other. There's just no other way to get around. So we buttoned up the other side. That one's all set. Now we gotta go ahead and do the oil filter. And actually, by the book. So there's the oil tappet screen that you want to change before you change the filter. Now there is a special tool you can buy at, I'm pretty sure, at any auto parts store or online, but we're going to use this fancy screen door repair tool that I just was able to make a perfect fit out of it. And it's not super, torqued down on this. You got to be careful. So you don't need that much force to get it off. Just a screen. pull this off here. She goes down now. Alright. What we're trying to do is get the little bitty screen out. There we go. That screen is what we want to get out. I'm going to make sure that's cleared out, cleaned. So I'm just going to do a quick clean of that and we're good to go. Put it back together. And there's a washer or a rubber O-ring in there. So I'm going to tighten it down. Gives a good seal. Don't worry about leaking. Nice. Okay, third step, getting rid of the oil filter now. As we get rid of the rest of the oil for the most part, you can do a step process, which I'm not going to do on this one because I change the oil so frequently that you can have the same oil that's left in there and be fine. There's a way when you open everything up, you can bump it, and when you bump it, it'll actually allow you to push the rest of the oil out. I don't want to do that just because I already been changing this very frequently every season, and after checking the tappet or the oil screen, everything looks good. So as long as you're changing your oil and you're doing it frequently on your bike, you shouldn't have to do that. If you are getting a bike that hasn't been maintained, you're going to want to probably do that to your bike and bump it over and push out the rest of the oil. We're going to take this off. Now, I've created something that to make this oil splash not so bad, hopefully. That's my oil half-gal device here. Harley makes you spend, I think, like $50 for that tool when you can spend one for maybe $250, depending on where you're at, of your milk. So, let's see if that works. Man, all the oil's already. Not too bad. Could be a lot worse. We're assembling the oil filter now itself, which one to go with, right? There's probably plenty out there, some high-end ones, low-end ones. I just asked my local motorcycle shop, Plymouth Cycle in Michigan. We're out of Westland, Michigan to be exact, and he told me to go with this, try to shop local best I can to help out the guys. Because they always will actually give you correct advice because they've been doing it for long enough, and it's just a standard filter. If you're changing these things well enough, you're staying your maintenance, you don't need the high fancy stuff, especially on these older motors. Maybe on the new ones, I haven't really looked too much, but at least on these, tried and true. So, but this one actually comes with the nut on the outside, so you can tighten it down. By the specs of the oil filter, you obviously want to have a little bit of oil. I have from there, just nice stuff. Check your surroundings, make sure that you didn't leave it gasket. If you have a nice blowout going down the road, no one wants that. Slides down just like that, smooth. Woo! There we go. This actually has a spec. Tighten it down. It's like between 9 pounds, 11 pounds torque. So we're gonna do that right there. I went with 9 on this. I don't like over tightening the oil filters. Not snap or do it too much. I mean, if it's a large leak, you can obviously over tighten it up a little more, but you don't want to over tighten them. Less is more on these. Make sure they're good, well enough snug. Delete, tighten it back up. That's it. Let's fill it up with some oil. Fill the oil. Top of the canister. Also to check is right here. Just pull that off. There's 2 notches on here. And by even the oil tank itself is that they don't really tell you where you need to be, just maintain it between the 2. By the book, these take 3 quarts of oil. And what I'm going to put in, so you guys can see, isn't anything fancy. With hard drive again. Tried and true, it works great. As long as you are doing your consistent oil changes, these will work just fine. 3 quarts in. Oil change complete. All I gotta do is turn the bike on, let it warm up, put it on a kickstand, pull that dipstick tube, and see where the height of oil is. By the manual, that is actually the correct way you check for the final oil level on these FXRs. It varies for models that are non-FXRs, so don't assume on yours if that is. Check your manual, make sure. If you made it all the way through, I would greatly appreciate it if you could hit that subscribe button, tap that notification, press that like, leave a comment below and tell me what you think. For those that have already subscribed, thank you. And always, guys, stay free, and I'll catch you later.